Hey guys, Daniel here, Fat Guy Fitness, and welcome to Monday Mix-Up, where I'm just going to be talking about some random things or just some things on my mind from this week and just that are going on. And the first thing I want to talk about is thank you to everyone who watches these videos in the last week. I have passed 100 subscribers, so it's pretty cool. I mean, that's not why I do this for subscribers. As I've talked about, and I will always continue to talk about this journey, this process. It's about finding accountability. And so thank you so much for those of you who interact with me, both here on YouTube and on Instagram. Throughout the week, I make different posts and things on Instagram, and you guys are always so awesome to comment on those and just encourage me when I get, stuck with some temptation or something like that. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Next thing I want to talk about this morning is beating the binge. And last week I had some struggles with binging on a Friday night, July the 3rd, I believe it was. I had a family gathering and things like that. And it turned out to be a really tough day. And this week I found myself with another situation that occurred where I binged. It wasn't as bad. Ate about an extra 1,500 calories, I think, for that day, as opposed to last week I ate almost an extra 4,000 calories. So I just wanted to, I had thought about that, thought about the process through that, and realized that day I'd had a tiny breakfast. In fact, all I had was a Quest bar that morning, then had planned on having 2 large meals, one for lunch, one for dinner, and realized that realistically speaking, that wasn't going to work for me. That I'm so used to eating so many times a day. I eat at 3:30 in the morning, I eat at 7 in the morning, I eat at 10 in the morning, I eat at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, about 3:30 in the afternoon, and then dinner at 5:30 in the afternoon. So I'm so used to eating so many times a day that realistically for me and my body and what I'm used to as far as the eating schedule, I just could not do that, and realize that I need to be more careful. Even if I'm going to be eating out and things like that, I can't be saving 1,200 calories, for a meal like that. I've got to eat a smaller meal and then save some calories and eat some snacks and things in between. That's going to help me keep from having those times in between those 2 meals, which is when I had a problem. It'll help keep me from making really bad choices. Which I don't know about you. I'm addicted to peanut butter. Peanut butter is just one of those things I cannot keep in my house. And man, it just gets me in trouble every time. So I don't know, is peanut butter a struggle for you? Let me know. Next thing I want to talk about is emotional eating. I am an emotional person, period. This isn't something I'm necessarily like super proud of, but in high school, in my senior yearbook, it has in there, they do the senior class and they say, this person's most likely this, or most likely to be successful, or funniest person, or whatever. I was actually the guy that was voted alongside another girl, most emotional. And it's just the reality of my life and my experiences. I just am an emotional person. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and unfortunately it's also the way I eat. I don't know about you guys, you're emotional eaters. I'd love to know what some of you guys do to help kind of counteract that. Even last night I found myself a little emotional. Didn't do anything crazy or anything like that, but I immediately want to go and drive towards food. One of the things that this journey and this process is figuring out ourselves, the way we eat, the way we look at food and things like that, and learning how to counteract those or correct those, or set ourselves up for success when those things and those temptations do come. So if you're an emotional eater, what do you do? Let me know in the comment section below. Well, kind of going back to the beating the binge portion, one of the things I've learned this week is to stay engaged, to not allow myself to become bored. I'm also one of those people that I get bored, I eat. I'm just sitting around, there's nothing to do. I'm like, well, maybe there's something I can snack on. The thing I'm finding is I need to be in motion. I need to be a person that's constantly moving and doing things. Not that I need to be exercising all the time, but that I need to make sure that I'm finding things to do to keep myself engaged and busy so that I don't turn back to those habits of wanting to just find something to eat. The last thing I want to talk about this morning is the thing that you've got to do before you start lifting. Almost this whole process of my journey, I have not been in the gym. Some people know that, some people don't. I have not really lifted weights or anything. I do have a physical job, and I would love to start lifting weights, but one of the things that I've made a point that I've got to do before I start lifting is I've got to work on my relationship with food and my eating habits, because what had happened previously in the past is I was really into working out, was on a diet, and got hurt where I physically could no longer work out. And because I didn't have a good relationship with food and didn't have a good grasp on my nutrition and how to eat, things like that, I wound up just crashing and burning, and I wound up being a weight that I am today, and found myself putting on, 130 pounds or something like that. It was crazy. And it did not, of course, happen all at once, but so one of the things I've made a point at this time in my journey is that I want to have a good relationship with food. I want to be able to make good choices so that if I do get hurt or something like that, I don't find myself in a place where I'm just eating, but I know how to scale back, or what I need to change, that I need to, if I get hurt, that I'm going to start eating some less carbs because I don't need as much energy because I'm not being as active and things of that nature, and figuring out what I can do. So yeah, those are the things I wanted to talk about this morning for this Monday mix-up. So thanks for checking out the video, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys Wednesday for my weigh-in. See you guys later.